Hello everybody, welcome to our Mystery Halloween special. I'm your host Roberto Alvarez-Galloso of the AG News Show. No, this is not Mystery by Vincent Price or by any others from PBS. Although we're trying to be very, very close to Mystery. But some people have said that I have the Vincent Price look. But we'll leave it like that. For our Halloween special, we have as two invited guests one of the greatest in wrestling, and also one of the greatest. There's a ghost there. There's a ghost there trying to make a phone call. See, we have ghostly operators. We have here Pretty Boy Brandon, and we have his companion Broomstick. The last time we were talking about Broomstick and Pretty Boy Brandon and their careers. And after our last encounter, their careers have shot up the stratosphere to the point that we needed a Halloween special. Thanksgiving and Christmas will come later on. For those who do not believe in Halloween, let's just say that this is going to be a, well, they say a, what is it? They have a thing called a farming session, or farming season. So we'll leave it like that, and we'll just stick with Halloween. So you've gotten up in the world after our last interview, at a time when we thought that we would probably not be getting out of our areas, but you have moved a lot in wrestling, and you've taken Broomstick with you. How's that been doing? How have you been progressing in the wrestling world, especially in West Virginia and Ohio?
Man, everything's going great. Broomstick and myself will be in the Indie Pro 22 video game. I'm not sure the level of how Broomstick will be in it, but my manager and tag team partner, Wild Billy West, plus Broomstick, and myself, we will be in Chesapeake, Ohio, Saturday, November 13th at the Chesapeake Community Center. All proceeds go to the community center. It's WPW Wrestling. Bell time is at 6 p.m. General admission is $8. Ringside is $10. And the video game for Indie Pro 22 will be released in November of next year, and that's awesome. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
You can find information that, like on my YouTube channel, and we're
gonna be bringing up the Indie Pro. How did you get into Indie Pro 22 video games? How were you able to? How were you chosen? How did you get it? How did you and Broomstick and your tag team partner get into it?
Well, I don't know. Billy might be in it. I don't know. I don't know about that. But there was a form I filled out, and I'm gonna be in the game. That's awesome. It's awesome. It's good. I'm gonna be in a video game. Broomstick too, and hopefully Billy West will be in that too.
We'll be glad about him. Oh, I just remember we have a special guest also. You have Broomstick. Okay. We have here Mousalini. He's a big mouse. Broomstick, meet Mousalini. Not Mussolini, Mousalini.
Broomstick says he's weird.
Yeah, he does look weird. But again, we're in Halloween.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get...
Broomstick wanted me to say hello for him.
Thank you. Mussolini says that he loves Broomstick. But we're sending him on his way, because we're having a lot of things in Halloween and everything. We already know about the Indie Pro 22 video game, and we know where we could order it. Do you know where I could order it personally, if I do decide to have it in my...
Okay. It's going to stream online, like a PC, and then it might be released on consoles in 2023. But whenever information gets put out there, I'll be putting it out there for it too, so everybody knows.
Besides the wrestling match in Chesapeake, Ohio, how are the other wrestling matches that you have done with Broomstick from our last meeting?
Okay, not too long ago, Billy West, Broomstick, and myself, we we were all three a team in a steel cage match against one other guy. So Broomstick was actually a competitor in the match, and one of the ways to win was for one of us to get out of the cage for the team to win, to escape the cage, and Broomstick escaped the cage to get us the win.
That's great. I'm glad for him. Also, glad for you. And everything else, and the other matches that you might have had. How were they with Broomstick?
Oh well, it's been a while since I've been beaten. I haven't been pinned or submitted in a good while. So.
And you're not gonna.
I'm gonna have it.
And I don't see you being submitted or pinned in a long time. You're one of the greatest, Pretty Boy Brandon. Never forget that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're one of my favorite wrestlers.
Thank you.
And I have seen other wrestlers. I have seen Jesse Ventura. I've seen Hulk Hogan, and you're one of the greatest for the 21st century.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Is there a possibility that when everything resolves itself, I'm not going to say what it is, but when everything else resolves itself, do you envision yourself coming over to Florida with the Broomstick and your tag team partner to do some wrestling here?
Oh, we would love that. And there are events going on in Florida right now, so it could be soon, it could be later, who knows?
Because we would love to have you here in Miami, or better yet, in the Florida Keys. I live more closer to the Florida Keys than I do to Miami. I'm like in the boondocks.
Well, that would be awesome. And when all three of us would be coming to town, the divorce rate would definitely be going up.
Oh, don't worry. The divorce rate was already going up even before you. Don't knock yourself on the divorce rate. That has been going up here in Florida for a long time. And we don't need.
That wasn't me knocking myself. That was me giving Billy, Broomstick, and I a compliment because we're just that pretty.
But again, you're more than welcome to Florida and especially the Florida Keys.
Thank you.
And another thing, since we're having a Halloween special, what has been the meaning of Halloween for you, for Broomstick, and your tag team partner?
Okay, well, one of the things with Halloween is a lot of people they like Halloween, but they only accept it when it's like at the Halloween time of year, and any other time they're all against it. Like the Halloween time is when more people kind of look at me and accept me for the way I am. And there's some people that do all the time, and then there's the ones that only would like me when it's Halloween time. You know what I mean?
We all like you all around. We think you're one of the greatest all around. And the reason why I'm asking this question is that there are many people who have knocked Halloween. Personally, I don't agree with the people who knock Halloween, making up stories or even saying some things about Halloween. Right now I'm in this office. It used to be my dad's office. I inherited it after he died. And even those illustrious books and everything, I've used it for not only interviews, but I also used it for like the Halloween set. Because right now, with the small lights and the dark room, you have something that looks like Mystery of Vincent Price. I always identified Halloween as, the Monster Mash, the Munsters, the Addams Family, Trick or Treat, even Seven Little Monsters from PBS, and also
I love Halloween.
And also, what was the other one? Also, Ed, and Eddie with Plank when they had their Halloween special. So I looked at it more like
I'm a big fan of the Munsters.
What?
I'm a big fan of the Munsters, Dracula, Frankenstein.
I don't see why many people have this hangover when it's just simply a great time not only to be yourself but also to express yourself a lot freely. Something that we should be doing every day of the year.
Exactly.
It's not like Halloween.
I'm always myself.
And it's very good. I love Dracula. I love Frankenstein. I've seen some of the films. I also love the Munsters. I also love the Wolfman, not just the Wolfman of the horror films, but also the Wolfman who did the announcements of the record companies and recordings.
I love the Wolfman.
Yeah, Wolfman Jack here. We're going to talk about the Monster Mash. Yeah. And then you also had other people like myself who would dress up for Halloween and do different spoofs for everything. I have different spoofs for different people. And we even in Ohio, I was born in Ohio. There was an individual in Ohio called the Ghoul. The Ghoul is like a comedian taken from the ghouls of the horror movies. Actually, the Ghoul's real name was Ghoulardi. And he would have every Halloween in the 70s a Halloween special where you had the Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello, even the Little Rascals. And then they would have a contest for the Three Stooges. Who could recite Abbott and Costello, the Three Stooges. I participated in them. I didn't win anything, but at least I enjoyed. But it's just simply the enjoyment. I don't know if you agree with me with that or not, but I look at it that way.
I agree.
It's something to enjoy, not something to like, wow, this. No. It's something beautiful. And we even here in Miami, we've had in Spanish television, a long time ago, I don't know now, but a long time ago, we even had artists that dressed up as Cleopatra. We had one that dressed up as King George III. We also had another one who was dressed up as who else? Julius Caesar. And we even had another one who dressed up as a wrestler. Not a wrestler like you, like we know as Pretty Boy Brandon. I'm talking about the Roman wrestlers. So,
yeah, gotcha.
In other words, there was nothing wrong with just dressing yourself, or even making videos of yourself dressing yourself, or even dressing up as a Martian. Who knows? Let me see. Mussolini what says? Yeah, Mussolini. Yeah. Oh yeah. He says there's nothing wrong with people dressing up.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I don't understand the hangover. Must have been some people. Must be that some people don't enjoy Halloween. I enjoyed it. I even enjoyed the apple cider.
Yeah, Broomstick says Halloween rules.
Of course, and it should be ruling. It's one of the greatest. And we should be having more parties of Monster Mash and everything. But right now I'm doing the Monster Mash here with you.
The Monster Mash.
That too. Everything else great. In addition to the wrestling match you're going to be doing in Chesapeake, Ohio, are you going to be doing any more in the future, even for raising funds?
What? I couldn't understand what you said.
Maybe I talked too fast. And we're after Chesapeake, Ohio, will you be planning any other wrestling matches, or will you be taking a sabbatical or a rest during Thanksgiving and Christmas to recharge yourself in January?
Oh, I don't believe in taking like a sabbatical or a rest. Just whenever I get booked, I'll be there. I don't believe in taking time off.
Good. The rest is the rest. So, anything else that you want to bring up? We've already talked about Halloween. We've talked about we've already talked about your latest entry into the video games, especially the Indie Pro 22 video games. Anything else?
Well, you can find myself, Pretty Boy Brandon Idol, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find Billy West on Facebook and YouTube also. There's the Broomstick videos. It's on YouTube. You can type in Broomstick and Pretty Boy Brandon Idol, and there's all kinds of great stuff to give you laughs on there and maybe freak you out too, depending on your taste. But like I said before, the Chesapeake, Ohio. If you're going to be in the area, November 13th at the Chesapeake Community Center, 6 p.m. General admission $8, ringside $10. All proceeds go to the community center. That's coming up soon, and then of course, whenever Billy Broomstick and I get some more bookings, you can learn about those online. And then there's the video game, which will be next year, and then another release of it maybe the year after that. And I'm glad it's October. I love it.
I love it here too. I love October. I just had to do a Halloween special with you.
Thank you.
Next month we're going to be doing the Thanksgiving and Christmas special. What did Broomstick say?
Broomstick says Thanksgiving and Christmas specials sound great. So do I.
We'll be doing the Thanksgiving and Christmas special before I'm going to be taking a sabbatical on Christmas because I'm going to be doing a disappearing act probably, and I'll be coming back in January. But before that, I want to do the Thanksgiving. I want to do a Thanksgiving Christmas special next month. Combine everything together. It'll probably be either in my other office or in this office. But for right now, since we're in October, I'm just enjoying the October moment and making myself. I'm actually dressed up as Vincent Price, although I don't look like him.
Close enough.
With the mystery, I do have the white hair and the glasses, but.
And you can also find me on TikTok. Also, I started doing TikTok not long ago. Broomstick's on there too. You can find the videos of Broomstick, and Billy West did them too.
You just gave me another question to ask about you and TikTok. Okay. How did you get How did you get started on TikTok, and how's your experience?
Okay, I like TikTok. I started on TikTok not too long ago. It had been out for a while, and I finally decided to do it, and it's worked out great.
What makes your TikTok channel different from the other TikTok channels? Because I've seen your TikTok channel is one of intelligence, but I've seen other TikTok channels. But I don't want to make any comments because there are many people on the TikTok channels that I already know here in Miami. Many of them are soap opera actors and actresses that I knew a long time ago. No, I was never into soap operas, but I had family and friends that were soap opera actors and actresses. But there's a big difference between the big screen for them and the TikTok. And your TikTok has come out really, really, really great.
Thank you. I love being creative.
What makes your TikTok better? Or what makes your TikTok different? I'm trying to find the right word. Different from the other people who do TikTok.
Legitimate creativity. It's more... A lot of people, they'll just like record something and dub some music to it or something to it, which I do that kind of stuff too, but I put a lot more thought into stuff. And some people, they'll just do something and it's just like them saying hello or hi, and they'll put a goofy sound to it, and it's like a little 3-second video. And mine, there's a lot more up here put into it.
Yeah, that's what we love about you. You're very creative, and everything comes.
Thank you.
Like Ringo Starr once said, everything comes from the mind. The rest follows.
Exactly.
The rest follows. And you have done a lot of creativity, and we love you for that. I also wanted to thank DEANNE Hilton, who I am going to be dedicating this video to as my Christmas gift for her and Halloween gift.
Aww.
Although she'll be getting one for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But this video is also dedicated to her because it was because of her that I was able to find out the genius that is Pretty Boy Brandon.
Thank you, and I got to thank her for that too.
And that I was able to also study the philosophy and everything of Pretty Boy Brandon and Broomstick via your YouTube channels and via your publications in Facebook, which I've been publishing a lot. There are some that I try to publish, but there are some that I have not been able to publish because I've been like this year. I've been struggling with the with my vision.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
But we're doing great. We're just over 85%. So if I publish something from you, fine. If I'm unable to publish it, it's because I'm like trying to like struggle with the vision. But we've always published everything from you because you are one of the few people who make sense in a world that is not making sense nowadays. If people were nice to each other and friendly to each other, and we're able to agree to disagree, we're not going to be the same people. Everyone has a different mindset and a different gene or whatever. I don't know. But if we were able to get along, we will be a lot better. It's like that song by the Yardbirds. Come on, people, now smile on your brother. Or smile on your sister. Everybody get together and try to love one another. And this Halloween, we should try to love one another.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. People just hate so much anymore.
And we can't have that. We have to have love. We have to.
Exactly.
And
Peace, love, and laughter.
And in addition to peace, love, and laughter, we need a lot of laughter. We need a lot of comedy.
Agreed.
And we also want to congratulate you on that too.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
The rest is the rest. I'm going to be saying goodbye to you separately. This video that I'm recording. I'm using my Canon camera. This week I'm going to be polishing it on YouTube, and I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to make a copy for Gab, but most likely it's going to be polished on YouTube. Since this was out of reach for Messenger and Facebook Live and Instagram Live, so that we could. That way we'll get everything polished. But I'm just trying to finish up the interviews that I had today, so that tomorrow and Monday I can start polishing.
Sounds great to me.
But I do want to say one thing to our public, from West Virginia to the world, especially Florida. Peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere. And I hope you enjoy this Halloween safely. Don't do anything that we would do. Take a look at the words of wisdom from Pretty Boy Brandon and others who are preaching the word of peace. Because we need a lot of peace in the world.
Exactly.
And from my house of horrors to all house of horrors also, my best wishes. And to DEANNE Hilton, this is my dedication to you. I hope you love it. We love your music. We love how you sing. You're one of the greatest. And you rock too, DEANNE. My best wishes to you too, DEANNE. And see ya.
See y'all.